Hello my kako, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be harvesting some ʻIliuaua. So these ʻIliuaua were planted about 7 to 8 months ago, and they were also planted by my sister-in-law. These kalo were planted dryland style in a māla, so they most likely matured earlier than those in the lo'i. So like my previous harvests, especially the one with manaulu, I used a pitchfork because of the dryness of the soil. Well, perhaps not too dry, but just because of the roots and how easy it is to harvest this way without disrupting any of the keiki or the main kalo itself. So here I am with my daughter. She started helping me pull out the ʻIliuaua. It's pretty good to get my family involved. My whole ʻOhana really likes taking part in growing and harvesting. Oh, there's a ladybug. Yeah, well, like I said, growing and harvesting our own food. As you can tell, this day was very windy, and so I had to lower the volume quite a bit, or else you couldn't hear me talking right now. So here's some info on the ʻIliuaua. The ʻIliuaua, or also known as the pake type of kalo, has a very large lau. When it first gives its first two lau, you can really tell this kalo apart from the others because of how large the lau is. And for the corm wise, the corm is pretty whitish. When it's cooked, it's pretty ono as a table taro, pretty moist. And we really like this kalo because it's pretty large in size. So if you guys were wondering about that solar light there, I currently have 10 solar lights around our dryland māla. These solar lights helps to deter the Japanese rose beetle, which really wreaks havoc on the lau of the kalo. These solar lights, after I installed them, really helped to kind of scare away the Japanese rose beetle, but I also applied some KNF solutions like OHN, and I also applied and sprayed neem oil with a dilution of 1 to 500. So here I am just transporting the makua and its surrounding keikis to a more shady area to process them. Our basic procedure for harvesting dryland taro is we harvest the kalo, spray off the chunks of dirt, or remove them by hand, Then we also remove the roots, chop the tops, and then also chop the bottoms and process the kalo for cooking. This kalo is highly esteemed for its low, the tenderness of its low, and also the size. So it's good for lu'o and also laulau. So here's a quick way I like to remove the dirt if there is some dirt attached to your kalo. But also if you don't have any water nearby and you just want to remove the dirt this way, this is a very efficient way to do it. So as you can see, the size of the kalo is pretty wide. It sort of resembles the suronoko or the Japanese varieties. So here's my lovely Bahini Leilani cleaning and processing some ʻIliuaua keiki, as well as separating the keiki from the ʻOhana. These ʻIliuaua were treated with FAA or fish amino acid later on in its life, I guess, and no other KNF nutrients were used. Some compost was used. The land was digged up and the land was kind of tilled by hand tools only. Also some limu ogo, dried up limu ogo was added, as well as duck doo-doo and some biochar. Stay tuned for part 2 of this harvest, where we cut the huli and where you can see the size of the corms. Mahalo again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos. Kia aloha nui. She came out, she was trying to practice how to fly. I was like, oh.